So Robert, why is environmental sustainability such an important policy issue?
Environmental sustainability is one topic, one policy issue where no one gets out of. This isn't an issue like, it's a Quebec issue, it's a Native Affairs issue, it's an Eastern issue. If we get this one wrong, we're all in it together. So we really have to pay a lot of time and attention to it. We need to, more than ever, we need to understand as many relationships as possible between nature and society. And we're only scratching the surface. There's tons of interconnections between the environment, health and well-being of our own societies and individuals. And we need to take a lot of time as academics to figure out what these true relationships are about and then see if we can influence it in policy circles. Myself, I study health and healthcare, and there's so many relationships, so much connectivity between how we treat our own communities and our own living environments to how we produce our own health and healthcare. I've just come back from a trip in Latin America for the last more or less a year or so, and it's very, very hard. It's painful to watch what happens when unbridled inequality gets let loose. It devastates ecosystems, it devastates people. There's nothing sadder than watching, in a rural area, watching teenage girls, worn out from just too many births and not too much to eat. It's really, really hard, and I hope that in Canada we can stay ahead of it. We can figure out how to correct these problems on an international scale, but make sure that our own society fares well as well. The other thing is my travels in Latin America, I've seen there's other ways of understanding, other ways of approaching the environment, approaching nature, not as a commodity, but as part of our own lives. Realizing that there are very rich understandings of how we're delicately associated and intimately associated with the environment. And I think if we entertain some of these alternative ideas, if we get excited about them as citizens, governors, as institutions, we can see that a lot of our environmental standards, we can bring them in very innovative ways into policy. We can integrate them so that we can build understanding of these relationships and hopefully try to achieve some level of social equality.